What is up, Vic gang? I was about to say SV squad, but you know, SV squad, your Vic gang. Welcome back, welcome back. So I'm kind of trying to get better at these. It's just because I'm gonna just get straight into it, guys. It's another TTC update, and it's been really stressful. It's been a stressful time. If you guys seen my mukbang on my main channel, you would have seen why it's been stressful. But it's stressful times right now in Australia where I live. It's hectic at the moment with everything that's going on, and I think the last time I left off, I was waiting for my period. That month, my period didn't actually come. I missed that period. It never came. It could have been related to stress. I'm not sure. I'm just putting it down to that because I was really stressed at the beginning of that cycle, and I still kind of am. But I missed that period, and then I got my period the next month on time. And so that only came for 7 days, which is still really good. Guys, like the last 6 periods that I've had have been phenomenal. Like, it's been perfect. It's been normal. And so I can't complain there, because usually I have them for weeks and heavy to the point where I need to like get up in the middle of the night to shower and change and whatnot. But it hasn't been that way. Hold on, let me fix myself. It hasn't been that way these last couple of months, and aside from missing my period, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty consistent. The only problem is, though, that I'm not sure, and that is the most important of a period, is I'm not sure if I'm ovulating. It's been hectic, guys, and I don't always, sometimes I forget to chart. Like I mentioned my last video, BBT, which is the body basal temperature charting, where you take your temperature every day at the same time before you get up and do anything. And sometimes I forget to do that. Like, I'll get up and go to the bathroom and I forget, and I miss that month, and I miss the next day. I mean, I miss that day, and then I miss the next couple of days, and then I just give up for that month. So it's really hard to see anything that's happening through my temperature, because I'm not really consistent with it. This month I've tried to be a little bit more consistent, but the heating in this house is really bad. Insulation is really bad in this house. It's extremely cold. Like, the first week or so of my cycle, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with hormones, but my temperatures are really low, like all the time. They're constantly in the 35 range, where they should pretty much be 36, which shows me that I'm really cold. That's also a sign of thyroid, hypothyroidism. Hypo or hyper, I'm not sure, one of them. It's also a sign of thyroid issues, which I went into in the past. I did not do a test on TPA. I think it's TPA or TGA, which is the antibodies. I have not done that yet. I've done TS3 and TS4. I think those are what they are, but I've done those two, and they both came back fine. But it's the antibodies that I'm yet to do. It's like there's progress, but it's not my expectation. And so it's really discouraged me. I feel discouraged. I should be happy because my periods have been quite good. But to me, I feel like there's no point if I'm not ovulating. Ovulation is like everything evolves around ovulation. There is a lot that takes place in a period that needs to function correctly in order for the cycle to be a full cycle. And yes, you can get bleeds without actually ovulating, which isn't really a cycle if you're not ovulating. They would just be anovulatory cycles, which is where you don't ovulate in that cycle. And that's just, I feel like that's where I'm at. I'm at cycle day 15 or 16, something like that at the moment. So I should be expecting a period in the next 30 days, something like that. I have like 40-ish, 45-day cycles at the moment. I've also started trying to eat healthy again, but my last appointment with my naturopath was really, really deflating, guys, like extremely deflating. I hadn't seen her in a couple of months, and I had just moved into this house. So I think the last update that I told you guys, I was not doing keto, and I had put on like 5 kilos or something like that. I felt like I had taken steps back. And because I walked into her, the appointment with her, and I, told her all of the bad news, I felt like her response was, I felt like she basically gave up on me, which is not the case. Like, to be fair, she's not responsible for my progress. I am responsible, and I put so much, in my mind, I put so much responsibility onto her, and which is, it's not fair on her, but she basically did mention to me, like I should start looking at going down IVF, or at the very least, try and retrieve some eggs and get them frozen. And that, like, I walked out of that appointment really, really discouraged, like to the point where I just wanted to cry. And I felt disappointed in myself for slipping. And I felt like that contributed to me missing the period where I wasn't eating healthy, which it could have very well been that. It was a lot of factors. I was stressed. I was eating crap. I'm not happy in this house. It's gotten better since, but I really was not happy in this house. It was affecting my mental, everything that's going on in the world, like just affected me mentally and physically, to the point where like I needed to take days off from work just because I was struggling to function. And so I left that appointment really deflated. And this whole time, my stance on my journey has always been to try and do it naturally. That hasn't really changed, although one thing that has been added to my journey is that leaving that door open to go down IVF. I probably won't waste any time on like other drugs, other ovulating prompting drugs like Clomid and the rest of it. And honestly, I'm kind of hesitant to talk about this because the last time I did, some crazy loony, came for me on Instagram, and I was labeled a cyberbully when really this person was creating multiple fake accounts on Instagram and YouTube to come and name call and whatnot. I did not create one account, and apparently I was a cyberbully. So I'm not going to get too much into that. But IVF, I think I've spoken to my husband, and he's very open to the idea. It's just the reason why I struggle to accept it is because I feel like I'm accepting defeat. I feel like I'm just being real with you guys. This channel I made so that I could be real with my followers, with the women who are in the same boat as me. I made this to be real. And so when I say I feel like I'm accepting defeat, I feel like it's like a pride thing for me. Like, I feel like, man, I really could not do it naturally. Well, there it goes. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's really ego bruising I feel like, yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like, well, you know, it's because you can't do it naturally. You need the help. You need the extra help. And it does, like, it upsets me. But at the end of the day, like, I've really had to pep talk myself and have conversations with myself and make myself understand the end goal is to have a baby. And like I said, things that may not be for me may be for you. It might be your path. It might be your journey. That might be, you know, what's included in your path to get to the end goal. And I've sort of just accepted that, that this might be a part of my journey. Like, it might be where I have to go through to get to my end goal, which is go through it's up there somewhere on the chair.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking on my personal channel. Get out. Oh, I did not even realize. My eyes kind of feel heavy. Hold on, guys. We gotta wait for the man to leave because this is a girl's room. Girl talk. Only girls allowed. Are you right, mate?
Yeah.
Close the door, please. I feel like maybe IVF is part of my journey. So I've said to myself that I'm going to try my very, very best. I mean, I just had Brodburgers tonight, which is not my very best. But I'm going to try my very best to give it my all. Like, give it my all to eat healthy, to go for walks, exercise. Like, give it my absolute 110%. These from now until the end of the year. Lose the weight that I need. And then, if nothing happens within the next 4 months, then we'll look at possibly going down IVF. And you guys will definitely come through that journey with me. But the other thing that I've also been thinking about lately is, like, one thing that's crossed my mind is, with everything that's going on in the world, do we really want to are we in a position to bring a child into this world? Like, I don't know. Would that just add more stress to what's going on? I don't know. It's something that we have discussed, but like, the uncertainty of where everything is heading, I've come to the conclusion where we can't really base our lives on uncertainty. So we're going to keep going this direction, but it could change at any time. Like, I would love to just pack up and just be in another country right now. Like, that's just how I feel about Australia at the moment. But it's certainly in the books, guys. So you guys will definitely come along with me to my appointments and whatnot. But this next 4 months is going to be dedicated to me really going hard, or trying to go hard. Naturally, I'm going to be doing all of my natural habits and whatnot, going for exercises, taking my herbs, my supplements. Another exciting thing is, I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but there is a new, well, not a new, they've been around for years, and my friend actually got pregnant using these, 2 of my friends, and I was on it for 1 month, but the disclaimer they say is you need to at least try it for 3 months to really try its effectiveness, or to feel its benefits. And so I was only on it for 1 month because they're a little bit expensive. And so at the time I could only afford one. This was like 4 years ago I probably took it. And I also got the sperm one for Aussie, which he didn't really need, and he doesn't really want it. Like, it's a prideful thing for him as well. He doesn't want to take any, like, they have a women's one and a ladies one. And trust me, like, the reviews that I read on this is amazing. It's all natural herbal supplement. They have one for it's called Uva Boost, and the amount of reviews of women who have PCOS who have conceived using this, I'm not saying it's the magic pill, And you also need to do your work as well, which is eating healthy, exercising, like basically put yourself in the best position possible to give yourself the best chance, with whether that be with Clomid, whether that be with IVF. Like, it helps. Don't just rely wholeheartedly on the drug. The drug will do its work, but you need to also do your part as well. I did order that. I got Boost, I got Fertile CM, which my naturopath didn't really think that I needed the Fertile CM, but basically it helps with cervical mucus, make it more fertile, have it that eggy consistency. You know, it's an egg-like consistency when you, and I don't do this. It'll be like, it just feels so uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's like a natural thing. So many people do it. I just cannot do it. Like, I just cannot do it. Okay, we're getting a little bit too deep here, but like, I cannot check my cervix. I can't check my CM. Like, it's just, I just can't do it. I don't know why. I sound like a fool right now, but like, just the thought of it, I'm just like, I just can't do it. Like, oh, I just can't do it. Okay, guys. But basically, you get some of your cervical mucus and you go like this, and it's like has an egg white consistency. That's when you're most fertile, and that's what will take and carry the sperm all the way to the uterus and to the egg, either one. And so I got that, and I also got it's like a prenatal. It's a prenatal supplement. So I got the 3, I got the trio. I'm going to try that out for the next 3 to 4 months that I'm doing this. I also spoke to Aussie, and he reluctantly accepted that he would take the men's Fertile Aid and he would take the men's motility. And this basically helps like enhance or increase or assist your sperm movements, like making them really fast and good swimmers, and also the sperm count, which increases the sperm count basically. And the amount of reviews that I read online about that too, like both products, men and women, was amazing. Like women who have been trying for years and years and years, finally getting pregnant. And like I said, my 2 friends also got pregnant from it. And also the men's one too. So many men were sterile and they were going for their sperm test. They took it 3 months prior. Their tests like improved significantly. So that's also something to look at. But like I said, Aussie's tests came back normal. They were great. I just, like, there's no harm in, you know, improving your quality, and it might help me as well. Like, I don't know, maybe I've got like lots of tissue in there and they need to swim through it. I don't know. But that's pretty much my update, guys. It's my update. I'm not sad about it. I've accepted it. I've spoken to Aussie about it, and that's just the direction that we're possibly going to head. So I'm going to give myself another, you know, another 6 months-ish, 4 to 6 months, and then we'll probably look at going down that route, the IVF route. I'll see you beautiful people later. Until next time, peace.